Alright guys, so today I'm going to show you the on-bench connections for the Autoplay system. This will serve as your connections for Lacrosse, Equinox, Malibu, Camaro, especially. I'll try and do each individual setup as we go, but today we have Camaro. So as you can see, we've got the screen and the radio with the box you're going to receive in the kit showing here. So we've got full touchscreen commands of your basic MyLink here. So I'm going to go through the connections and what's in the box. So first and foremost, the instructions will have some scribble written on it. Probably can't read my handwriting. That does say smart mirroring only. So the parts that say smart mirroring only, you are not going to pay attention to if you did not purchase that kit. It's only for the guys that purchase the kit. Same here. It has to do with the dip switches, which are preset, but those are how they should be. 1 down, 7 down, the rest up. If you did not do the smartphone mirroring, if you did do smartphone mirroring, 2 and 3 will be down. But aside from that, don't worry about it. Everything else is kind of labeled here on the last page. Talks about Android Auto. If you're an Android user, you are going to have to download a special app from the Android store. I'm not an Android guy, so I can't really tell you how to do that. Here's a barcode where to download it to for that to work, and then Apple Play is self-explanatory, which I'll show you here in a second. So let's go through the connections one by one. So first of all, in the kit, you're going to get this box, all right, and that's going to go wherever you can in the car. Once I get a Camaro in the shop, I can kind of document where to put it, but for now, this is preset. I'll show you this here in a second. So, thing to point out here is everything is labeled accordingly. So, this guy says connect at screen micro USB port, connect from screen micro USB port. So, and a lot of this stuff you can only plug in one way. You can't really mess it up, but that goes there. Back of the screen. So you'll use my video that I show you to take the screen out. Plug this in. Make sure it clicks. Back up. Factor ring goes back into here. It's nothing more than a T. You can see our screen just came back to life. I don't have this one labeled yet, but it's going to say connect to 20-pin radio. So back the radio. Once you get it exposed, unplug the 20-pin. Plug this in. Factor one back into here. That's going to leave these two guys. It's actually 3 wires coming off this, but power and ground do need to be connected. So for purposes of this video, I'm going to connect over in this direction, but in the car, guys, bottom row, very far right-hand corner is going to be your power. Very far left-hand corner, which is the black wire right here, is going to be your ground. So it's going to say pin 44, connect here. I think it's pin 38, connect here. Black wire, bottom row, black, right, far corners. That's where those will connect. For purposes of this video, I will just go ahead and connect where I've got it here. And you can see we've got green lights that came to life here. And on the module, got green lights. So that's what we want to see there. From here, other side of the box, you've got some stuff that's got to plug in. Again, will be labeled. Connected module TX, TY, IY port, which is this guy right here. And again, you can't really mess this up. Do pay attention to the top of the connectors, two little ridges. Those have to go up to line in with the slots at the top of the... If you force it, you can get it to go in the other way, but that's not the proper way to do it. So that's going to give us power to our system. Microphone is supplied. This is required. This is what the module needs to talk to it. So you're going to get a instruction guide like this, put it up by the rearview mirror, across the headliner down, plug it in. You can hardly notice it there. If you're interested in using your factory mic, I believe I can do that. You'll have to contact us for how to do that. It will take some, basically you'll have to cut the end of this off and splice it, which I can show you, and then tie into your factory microphone, so you're gonna have to contact us for that. But it goes to mic, and it says labeled mic there. Okay, you're gonna get in the kit a box that says audio, aux audio harness kit. This is for you to be able to hear what's going on. So when you talk to Siri, it's going to have all your connections to connect to the radio in here. It's going to have some wires that look like this. So this is all pre-done. It's labeled connected module stereo port, which is right here, this guy right here. Now, because I've already got a bench rig set up here, I'm not going to plug this one in, but that's where that will go. That's so you can hear the audio, which I'll show you here in a second. These guys are all labeled. 44 pin radio, which is this plug right here. Connect at 10, 23, and 24. So you're going to be working with the top row. And this instruction sheet will kind of point it out. Alright, but top row, top left is 1, all the way to the over to the right is 14, back down is 15, all the way over is 28. So those are the wires you're going to correspond to. The best connection is to solder. If you're not comfortable with soldering, I did provide these guys. These will work. There is one other wire that has to be connected off of this black box. Which is going to be labeled pin 28. So, second row, far right, it's going to go there. That's the data wire. This has to be soldered, but this is so you can use your steering wheel control button to activate the module. So I'll show you that here in a second as well, but that's where these guys go. Aside from that, in the kit will be this one labeled switch. So, if for some reason the steering wheel control button is not working, this is what you'll use to switch the screen, which is I'm going to use right here. This guy will be labeled connect to module USB port. It's going to plug in here. This is the USB port you have to plug into for the autoplay functions. Again, so you'll have to flush mount this wherever you want it convenient, and then you will use this port to actually plug in your iPhone to actually utilize CarPlay. If you want to use your factory USB, we can probably do so, but again, you need to contact us. There's going to be some extra parts involved, and we can talk about doing that. But this is how the kit will ship. Flush mount this guy in the center armrest or wherever else is convenient. That way it's accessible, and you just plug your in. That's all you're going to see right there. Aside from that, you'll get 2 extra harnesses. These are only if you ordered the smartphone mirroring functionality of the module. It will be in a bag labeled smartphone mirroring only. So if you're not going to use smartphone mirroring, save this bag, save these pieces, because I cannot get them again. They're only part of the kit. And if you decide later on you want to add the smartphone mirroring, we can, but you're going to have to require these guys to make it all work. So once that's all plugged in and working, again, our steering wheel control button should work, but if it doesn't, that's what this guy is for. Simply press and hold it, click it. Just clicked over to that screen, and from there we will plug our phone in. Once you unlock it, it's going to immediately say connecting to Apple phone. And from there, we've got our CarPlay functionality. So I will say that, so this is where the aux audio harness comes into play. I'm going to go back to the factory screen, and we're going to source auxiliary audio right there. Now we've got audio, so if you don't connect these wires here, you're not going to get any of this or Siri functionality through the microphone, which we do here. Siri, what's the weather doing in Thornton, Colorado today?
It's currently cloudy and 69 degrees in Thornton, Colorado.
So you won't hear any of that if you don't have these aux harness leads hooked up. So it's pretty much it. The whole hookup, step by step. Any questions, give us a call, shoot us a text at the number at the end of the screen. Thank you.